Hi, this is Stephanie. The purpose of this video is to show you how I teach vocabulary in my classroom. Sometimes I do vocabulary lists if we're studying a certain topic or genre, but oftentimes in between units and just as an ongoing thing, my students make their own vocabulary lists. And they do this in what I think is a rather authentic way by collecting words, phrases, and quotes from their independent reading that they're either doing in class or at home. So let me just walk you through the process of what this looks like for my kids. This document is a Google document, and I've used this in the past with students actually online where they update their lists and they're live. But this year I'm actually going to try printing a couple of these out blank, and students are going to paste them in their reader's notebooks. But say, for example, I'm reading the text, "Mine's Made for Stories," as I am for class. And on page 6, I see the word argumentation. I would record it on my word, phrase, and quote collection, and I would fill out this last column that says this word is interesting to me because I have never heard the word used in this context before. So oftentimes students record words because they don't know what they are, or like this, they haven't seen them used in a specific way. And it's a really good way for students to track words that are new to them and then gives them multiple exposures to those words. But students can also just write down like quotes that they really like or phrases from good fiction, that type of thing. So once students have several words, I'd say probably around 10, I usually direct them over to Quizlet on their laptops. And Quizlet is a free vocabulary website where you can create study sets of words, and then it automatically creates games where students can interact with the words, again increasing the number of exposures that they're getting to new vocabulary. So it's free to sign up. You can actually sign up through Google. Students do need to have an account though if they're going to create a study set. So let me just walk you through what that looks like real quick. So I am logged in. I would go to create a study set. And this looks exactly the same for students as it does for me. I have a student account. So set title, so that would be whatever maybe it's vocabulary list number 1. I'll say Mine's Made for Stories vocab. And then just straight down here, the students type in the word, and you can have kids either look up the definitions or type in a definition as they think it's being used, or there's this handy magnifying glass over here that's auto-define. If you click on that, choose English, it's loading, but it should, there we go. It will autofill, and then students can choose which definition they would like to use, and it just puts it right in there. So they can go through and add as many words as they like, and then click create. They can also add pictures, which is really interesting and neat, especially for different subject areas. I need two terms to create a set, so let's say, looking at the same page in the book, another word is fabulous. Auto-define. Create, and then you can see right here all of the different options that students have now for their study sets of words. There's flashcards that come up on the screen, there's a game called Learn, there's Speller, there's a test, and then there's Scatter, which is really fun, and Space Race. There's a bunch of different options that you can play around with on Quizlet. But just wanted to take a second to show you one of my favorite ways to teach vocabulary. And I think it's quite authentic, and my students have usually really enjoyed it. So if you're interested in having this document shared with you, just let me know, and I'm more than happy to share it. Thanks.